How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Catching Cars. My name is Isaiah, and this right here is the key to our test vehicle today. Thanks to Drive, we have this 2021 Skoda Superb with the 2-liter turbo diesel with 200 PS and front-wheel drive hooked up to the DSG automatic transmission. So we're gonna go ahead and take us out on the Autobahn, see how it goes. I think it is slightly uphill here, so we're not gonna time the acceleration, but you guys will still get a little impression of how it goes. And before we get going, be sure to subscribe to Catching Cars. Now let's just head up to the Autobahn here, put it in sport mode. All right, so we had to look for another spot for the acceleration test because there was just too much going on there, and it also went uphill slightly. So we're gonna go ahead and do an acceleration test, and we're gonna try and time it here as well. We're just gonna go ahead and put on launch control. We got traction control off, put it in sport mode. Launch control active, let's go. Alright, so I haven't driven this thing that much yet, but I'm always impressed with this 2-liter turbo diesel with 200 PS. It's quite peppy, it has a lot of punch, and it's also very, very fuel efficient. So I'm quite impressed with this one as well. Front wheel drive, of course, kind of sucks because we had a lot of traction issues there at the beginning. And that's one major flaw with this engine hooked up to front wheel drive. But other than that, a Skoda Superb is a really superb vehicle, I guess. You got some nice Alcantara here. Material quality is decent. I mean, it's not luxury class, but it is decent. And everything works fine. I also like the older infotainment system better than on the newer Skoda models. So this works fine. We have the regular climate controls as well, which is nice. You have your heated seats, and I think you can opt this out for heated and cooled seats as well. So overall, a really nice vehicle, pretty comfortable as well. The DSG is a bit, I guess, jerky at some times, but most of the time it is very smooth, especially hooked up to this engine here and this drivetrain. Everything works just really, really well. And like I said, it's very fuel efficient and also quite fast, or fast enough for most people. I had it up to 240 earlier, or 245 kilometers an hour, somewhere around that range. And that's definitely faster than most people go. It's even almost fast enough for me, being a car enthusiast. So overall, it's a great vehicle. I can definitely recommend this one. I think price-wise, these are actually decent as well. So go ahead, check one out if you're interested in this type of vehicle. And like I said, I haven't been driving this car for too long, so there's not too much more to say about it. Be sure to subscribe to Catching Cars, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.